Something wild is happening behind those palace walls, and the royal PR team is probably breathing into paper bags as we speak. No long build-up today, no polite warm-up. We are jumping right into the royal turbulence because the latest leak from the palace is louder than a fire alarm in a marble hallway. And for once, the drama is not circling around Harry and Meghan. This time, the spotlight is aimed directly at Prince William, and let me tell you, the picture is not flattering. The carefully polished image of the calm and collected future king is starting to wobble. Staff inside Kensington Palace have reportedly reached their limit, and the whispers behind the scenes have spilled right into the public arena. When your own team begins quietly passing along your private frustrations, that is not a minor issue. That is a sign that something important has broken. And the most surprising part is that no one can hide behind the old blame game this time. Harry and Meghan are thousands of miles away, minding their business, raising their kids, and building their projects. Meanwhile, the palace is dealing with issues they can no longer pin on the Sussexes. According to those familiar with the situation, William has been struggling behind closed doors. Stress is high, morale is low, communication is messy. Staff are reportedly confused about direction, overwhelmed by shifting priorities, and exhausted from trying to maintain the shiny image expected of the heir. These leaks paint a picture the palace has worked hard to keep hidden, a picture of a future king whose temper and pressure levels are becoming harder to contain. This is where things get interesting. For years, any palace issue, no matter how trivial, somehow landed in Harry and Meghan's lap. Staff quit? Must be Meghan. Public criticism? Must be Harry. Rain during an event? Probably Meghan's hair products affecting the clouds. That is how ridiculous the narrative became. But now the Sussexes are building a peaceful life in California, living far from palace drama, and suddenly the cracks inside the monarchy are showing without anything to distract from them. It turns out the stability they sold to the public was being held together by silence, pressure, and careful PR maintenance. And now the silence is breaking. When staff begins speaking out, it means fear has faded. People are calculating that the palace is too unstable to punish them. It often means that those closest to the centre of power believe the ship is steering in a direction they no longer want to defend. The timing is especially damaging. King Charles is dealing with health challenges, public trust in the monarchy is slipping, and younger generations are openly questioning whether the institution has any place in modern society. At the exact moment when the royals need a strong and steady heir, they are dealing with leaks revealing that William himself is overwhelmed by the pressure. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan are thriving in ways that only highlight the contrast. Meghan's recent media features generate excitement. Harry continues to carry influence on the global stage. Their work is meaningful, their projects generate support, and they remain calm and grounded. The palace sees all of this, and the media sees it too, which is why many are avoiding discussing this leak too loudly. They know that the more people compare the brothers side by side, the harder it becomes to maintain the narrative they have been pushing for years. It also explains why the tabloids have gone quiet about Harry and Meghan lately. They are usually quick to invent drama if none exists, so when they are unusually silent, something is wrong behind the scenes. Right now, William is unintentionally giving them more material than they can publish without damaging the royal brand, so they are pretending nothing is happening. The question everyone is asking is simple. Why would William's own staff leak against him? The first reason is self-preservation. When leaders struggle, employees begin protecting themselves. They start distancing their names from mistakes they did not create. Leaks often serve as subtle warnings to the public that people behind the scenes are not responsible for what is going wrong. The second reason is burnout. Staff reportedly feel they are working overtime to present William as a poised and capable leader, while the reality behind closed doors is far different. You cannot ask a team to maintain a flawless public image while managing daily internal turmoil. Eventually, the pressure becomes too much, and the truth slips out. The third reason is the collapse of the old distraction strategy. Without Harry and Meghan nearby, there is no convenient storyline to point to whenever something goes wrong. The Sussexes are not the royal emergency exit anymore. They are living their life, building their foundation, and moving forward. The palace can no longer rely on blaming them to cover William's issues. The fourth reason is simple human nature. Once one person leaks, others feel safer. Before long, the curtain lifts, and the world sees that the person painted as the stable future king might not be as steady as advertised. This matters because the monarchy relies almost entirely on public perception. They do not produce anything. They do not innovate anything. Their power is rooted in illusion, history, and image. So, when the image cracks, the entire institution shakes. And right now, the cracks are spreading across the foundation. William was supposed to be the safe one, the reliable one, the calm one. But according to those in the palace, he is under immense pressure and struggling to manage it. And the contrast with Harry is becoming clearer by the day. Inside the monarchy is shifting. Thank you for spending time with me today and diving into this moment of royal reality. If you want to stay informed without the palace spin, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us keep the truth front and centre, and it keeps this community growing strong. If you want to help the channel even more, feel free to send a super thanks or buy me a coffee to help us continue producing the content they wish we would ignore. Every bit of support keeps us going, keeps the truth alive, and keeps the haters confused. Thank you for being here. Thank you for standing with Harry and Meghan. And thank you for being part of this global community of truth seekers. Stay blessed, stay informed, and stay unbothered, just like the Sussexes.